Thunderbirds, today is Tuesday, November 10th, 2020. Welcome to this week's edition of the Thunder Talk, your weekly source of information about all the exciting things going on at Legacy. We're going to kick things off today by celebrating all the birthdays from this week.
Yesterday, we started our new term. This is your chance to get back on track with a fresh start. One of the things that we are trying differently is to meet in our Zoom classes every day of the week except for Wednesdays. The key to success is showing up for each of your classes every day. Put out the effort and you will pass your classes. Report cards for first quarter and unofficial transcripts will be mailed home on Friday.
Tomorrow is Veterans Day, so there is no school. Take the time to recognize and honor those who have served this country in the armed forces. Here's a video in recognition of our military veterans.
We are back with another edition of Student of the Week. We want to recognize and celebrate a student each week that's been doing great things. Let's see who the Student of the Week is this week.
Good morning, Jonas. Congratulations on being selected Student of the Week.
Thank you.
Can you share some of your favorite hobbies?
I like reading books. I get most of my inspiration from video games and stuff like that.
Awesome. What's your favorite genre of books?
Fiction.
Fiction. That's awesome. What is your favorite school subject?
Probably ELA.
So language arts, along the lines of reading, exactly reading and writing. I can catch that's a theme there. What advice do you have for other legacy students for being successful?
Just put your mind to it. Don't mess around, and the sooner you get something done, the better. Because the more free time you have to do what you really want to do.
I think that's a great piece of wisdom. Sometimes just getting it done right away instead of procrastinating and waiting. That's truly sometimes the trick in life, is getting it done right away.
I kind of did that last term. I did nothing, barely got anything done, and when it was all due the last week, I busted out 12 assignments from each class.
Awesome, that's great. Jonas, thank you for sharing your wisdom, and congratulations on being Student of the Week.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Open house is this week. On Thursday, November 12th, starting at 6 p.m., we are going to have our very first virtual open house. We will be logging into the open house on Zoom at 6 p.m. to hear an introduction from our principal, Mr. Osborne, and hear from some of the other staff members. Then, you'll go to each of your second quarter classes for about 20 minutes so that you and your family can learn more about Legacy and what's going on in second term.
This should be a fun event and will be a great way to get connected. Head to the Legacy Facebook page or Legacy website at legacy.ksd.org or the link in the opening session.
Our second virtual event is for seniors. On November 17th, 1 week from today, from 6 to 8 p.m., we will have our senior night. This will be a way for all of our seniors to learn about opportunities for after graduation, including a presentation from a representative of CBC. Check your emails and the website for information on how to participate in this event.
Also, seniors, you will be getting your first graduation status letter in the mail next week. This letter will inform you where you stand in terms of graduation requirements. Be watching for this letter in the mail.
So today we have Alisha Schneider with us, who is a former Legacy student and a Legacy graduate. Alisha, welcome, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's so good to see you again. What year did you graduate from Legacy?
I graduated in 2015 from you guys.
5 years ago.
Yes. It's
Awesome.
been a long time.
Yes, it has. How old are you now?
I'm 25
Oh my gosh.
now. I know.
Okay.
And my daughter is now 6, almost 7.
I remember
It's been a while.
I remember you at 15 or 16, I believe it was, when you came to
Yeah.
us. So tell us why you chose to come to Legacy.
Well, to be honest, I didn't choose to go to Legacy. I was kind of forced to go to Legacy, but I mean, it was the best decision that I could have made to go to Legacy because you guys really did help me out a lot with getting back on track and doing what I needed to do for schooling.
If I recall, you were 15 or 16, like I said.
Yes.
And sophomore?
Yes, I was a sophomore. I got expelled from Kamaikan for fighting, and I couldn't go to any other school, so the only school I could go to was you guys. And like I said, I'm really happy that I did because I stuck with it even after I was able to go back to school.
We were a blessing in disguise, weren't we?
Yes.
So what have you been doing since you left Legacy?
Honestly, I've just been working. I started working 2 weeks out of graduation, and I've been working ever since. I work at a restaurant, and I've worked my way up from being like the bottom in a restaurant all the way up to being online and being like a shift lead. Oh, my cat. Sorry.
Okay.
But other than that, really nothing, just taking care of my daughter and getting her in school and making sure she's ready. But when I'm not doing that, I'm working.
So that's actually a fair amount of stuff that you've been doing. So you've been working your way up in the industry. I remember you were in Tritech in the culinary arts program. And so it's exciting that you've continued on.
Yes, I
Started
wanted
off
to
in
be in
that.
the culinary arts program, but then I ended up getting pregnant. So instead of going to the culinary arts, I was in teen parenting, which helped out a lot with just stuff that I needed to know about nutrition and a baby. And it really taught me a lot and helped me as a parent. So I'm really thankful for that. And with that, it helped me graduate too. So
It did.
and I was a single or I wasn't really a single mom, but I was a teen mom, and I still was able to graduate because of you guys, because you guys are willing to work with me and help me out as much as possible so I could get my credits so I could graduate.
And you worked your butt off. I know that. I totally remember. So excellent. So, what do you know now that you wish you knew then?
I wish I would have just stuck it out, and like I said, I'm really grateful for Legacy, but there was a time where I quit going to school, and I wish I would have just stuck it out and graduated a lot sooner, because I feel like I could have been a lot farther in life than I am now. Granted, I'm where I want to be, but I could have been farther. So if I would have just stuck it out and not quit for that little period of time that I did, I would have changed that.
So perseverance?
Yes.
That would have been a good thing to know back then. Well, yeah, you had some challenges at the time, so.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest takeaway that you have from high school?
Honestly, you guys, especially at Legacy, since it was such a smaller school, it was more one-on-one. So you guys, it seemed like you guys cared more about the students and what happened in our lives. It was really nice, because like when I was pregnant and had my daughter, I was still going to school with you guys, and I even had a couple teachers and the lunch lady come to the hospital when I was giving birth. And you know, at a regular high school, that wouldn't have really happened, because they don't really have the one-on-one time. You don't get to know your teachers. They don't get to know more about you, your personal life and all that stuff. So that's something that I took from it, and something that I want my daughter to also experience.
Reaching out to others and having some compassion.
Yes, and I actually tell a lot of people that I know who either have brothers and sisters or friends that have kids of age in high school, that they should enroll in Legacy, because Legacy is a good school to go to. So
Awesome. Thank you.
I try to get people in there.
Well, good job, girl. So what is one thing you regret doing or not doing when you were in high school?
The one thing I really regret is not sticking to it and trying to drop out partway through. And then I also regret how I treated some of the teachers at times, because like you said, I was kind of a handful, and I realize that now. Like, I've grown a whole lot, and I think working also has helped, because I can't talk to my bosses that way, you know. I should have seen that with you guys. I can't talk to my teachers that way or act that way. So I wish I would have changed that out of everything. But other than that, I love Legacy, and like I said, you guys are the reason why I graduated. If it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't have graduated.
Well, you did all the hard work, girl. We just kind of pushed you and kicked you occasionally along the way. So
Yeah.
Do you have any other words of wisdom for any current or future Legacy students?
My only thing is just stick with it. I know a lot of people talk bad about Legacy, because I've heard it from a lot of people when I went to Legacy, but stick with it. Legacy is a great school, and the teachers really, really care about you, and they do everything they can to help you guys out, whether it's food or clothes, or or just even getting your work done. They really care, and so I would just stick it out.
Awesome. Well, Alisha, thank you so much. It's been so great talking to you and catching up with you and seeing you again.
You're welcome.
And I just appreciate this. So thank you so much.
That's all for this week, Thunderbirds. Remember, this and all previous Thunder Talks can be found online at youtube.com/Legacy High School Thunderbirds. I'm Dakota.
And I'm Sierra, wishing you the best week ever and hoping that you stay
Thunderbird strong.